All right, and a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughterzinski and Jeremy Frielli tonight. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did.
I
What is
did.
that?
How about it? Live from USSSA Stadium tonight, where the Viera Hawks look to rebound from a one-game losing streak. And Jeremy, I'm going to say I'm going to blame that loss on me because I
Sound.
wasn't here. It was the first game we didn't broadcast, so let's just hope we are the good luck
I
for
mean,
the Hawks this season. Go ahead.
we already got blamed for it, so
Yeah,
hopefully.
it's true. We did. We did. Absolutely, we did. Tonight, Viera's blaming. Viera's playing the Deltona Wolves, and led by head coach Austin Goss. And let me give you their lineup real quick. Leading off and playing second base will be Yandiel Torres, batting second. And playing shortstop will be Jaden Lociato. Batting third and playing catcher will be Cole Goodnow. Batting fourth and playing center field will be J. Al Baizu. Batting fifth and playing left field will be Noah Lociato. Batting sixth and playing first base will be Aaron Pope. Batting seventh and playing third base will be Kenny Dozier. Batting eighth, doing the DH, will be Braden Thorne. Batting ninth and playing right field will be Trayvon Thomas. And on the bump tonight for Deltona is going to be Mason Draper. And let's tell you a little bit about Mr. Mason Draper. Let me give my man Jeremy his game notes here for tonight. Here you go, buddy. Here's rosters
Thank
and
you.
game notes. Deltona's a weird type of a team so far this season. I mean, we'll get into that in just a second. But tonight's pitcher for them, Mason Draper, so far this year, he's 0-1 with a 5.25 ERA, 4 innings of work. He allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, and faced 21 batters. Collectively, as a team this year, their ERA is 6.25. Now, their 2 losses this season have come by a combined 18-1, but yet their lone win against Holy Cross Lutheran, they tore the cover off not just one baseball, but about 18 of them.
Yeah, 29-0 doesn't just like happen.
Yeah.
That's
So you saw the Hawks last week. You played against this team
yeah.
last year. A lot of these guys. What did you see last week that impressed you
I mean,
about them?
their pitching's really good. I mean, last week they played. Who they play last week?
I think it was Winter Park.
Yeah, Winter Park. I mean, their pitching is really, really good. Clearly, Deland is or Deland,
Deltona.
Deltona. They're really weird, like in terms of how many runs they give up and how many runs they score.
Yeah.
As long as Viera can just pitch good, I feel like they'll be able to hit perfectly fine, considering they have a 6.2 ERA. So
Yeah, no, I think Vieira gets the bats going tonight. Let's talk a little bit about Vieira. They were 1 hit Friday night in a 1-0 loss. An outstanding effort by Brennan Confreda on Friday night, right here at USSSA Stadium. The Hawks, though, they've come in with 11 runs scored and have given up 7. They're batting .258 as a team, but as Jeremy said, they can pitch. They got a 1.17 ERA. They've allowed just 8 hits in 3 games. They got 33 Ks as a staff, and teams are batting just .089 against them this year. So they can definitely pitch. Their starting lineup tonight is leading off, playing center field, Dominic Leone, batting second, and playing shortstop, Brody Vogel, batting third behind the plate tonight. Number 21, Brady Jensen, batting third and playing first base, Brennan Confreda, batting fourth and DHing for Blaine Werkheiser tonight, who's on the bump. Luca Bongiovi, batting sixth and playing in left field tonight is number 16, Aiden Cameron. Batting seventh and playing second base is Trey Slavic. Batting eighth and playing right field tonight is number 24, Caden Dougherty. And batting ninth, young man that has impressed me to this point is he's playing third base tonight down there on the hot corner, number 13, the freshman Rogan Crockett. We'll step aside. We'll be right back with the first pitch here on BSN. All right, tonight's first inning brought to you by Rajanair Health, and we want to thank Rajanair Health. And listen, broadcasting inside of this stadium is always a chore, so if we got to go and go to a straight Facebook Live, we will, but we seem to be okay for right now. We're popping in and out of lagging and non-lagging, and so I guess we're okay. I don't know. Yeah, we appear to be on. Everything seems to be good.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll keep it here for now. And once again, let's tell you about the Viera Hawks pitcher tonight here, Blaine Werkheiser. It's funny because you go looking for statistics 3 games in, and there's just not a lot of them to find. But Werkheiser, this year thus far, has pitched 5 innings. He's allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 4. He's given up a double and a triple. He is 1-0 with an ERA of 4.20. Now, if you look around the park tonight, if you were with us last week, you will notice it will look like there's nobody here. Well, that's not the case. I'm going to see if I can't zoom in on them. Last week, you may have remembered that see them right there. They're right there in the middle of your screen. Last week when we were here, a foul ball came through there. And when I say nearly injured the man sitting next to me, it nearly injured him. So now there is no seating in the lower bowl, I guess, until they get these nets fixed.
Yeah, the hole is at the top, though. The hole is at the top.
Yeah, that's weird, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the ball's going to come back. But I guess as you look around, you can kind of see jobs going on.
Yeah.
So they must have had a lot of them. All right, we're underway here as the first batter steps in tonight for Deltona. It is Yandiel Torres, the second baseman, and Werkheiser's first pitch offering is fouled back to that screen. Strike 1. Dan Widener coming into your screen there, former skipper at Merritt Island, won over 100 games there and took the Mustangs to the Final Four last season. The 0-1 just underway here at USSSA Stadium. That's a beaut right there. What'd he throw him?
That looked like a slider. He could throw pretty much anything he wants now.
Now, Jeremy, for those of you that don't know, pitched last year for Heritage. He led the team in innings. He led the team in strikeouts. So he knows a thing or two about pitching. And there's a ground ball down the third base line.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, he could still throw pretty much whatever he wants. He was early. It looked like a fastball. He was early on the fastball. So batter's not looking too good right now.
Yeah, he's got him at his will right here. The 0-2 on its way. Make it 0-3. Strikeout number 1 for Blaine Werkheiser. What are you throwing there, Jeremy?
Looked like a fastball outside.
Yeah.
Just
go ahead.
Just not overthinking it there. Just pretty much just getting them out.
As Jaden, I'm going to wait to see how the PA guy says the last name. But if I had to guess, it'd be Lokiato.
Yeah, that's what
Nice curveball there.
That was nice, too.
What's the difference between a slider and a curveball?
Just where your wrist is when you release it, pretty much. When you throw a curveball, you get on top of it. A slider, you're more on the side of it.
What's the hitter see difference-wise?
One of them goes, unless a normal curveball will go from, like, where you release the ball down. Slider will go where you release the ball if you're a righty to the left. Like that.
Like that,
That
okay.
was pretty much a slide. That was a slider right there.
There you go. It's pitching 101 right there. I like it. 1 out, top of the first. Viera looking to bounce back from a tough 1-0 loss Friday night. And there's a ground ball down to Reagan Crockett, the freshman, up and over to first. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Well, 2 outs. You know, as a freshman playing this game, starting with the varsity team, I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you are. There's always nerves involved as a freshman.
Yeah. I mean, like, no matter what. Because you're only, like, what, 14?
Yeah.
So you could be as good as you are, but at the end of the day, you're playing against 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah, no doubt. Cole Goodnow steps in. He is the catcher. So Goodnow, Werkheiser fires a fastball right down the plate, and Goodnow hits that one off of Sweet Door. Did it break?
I don't think so. Yeah, it did.
Did it?
Yeah.
It did break. Okay, well, there's a replacement glass. That's inside corner, strike two.
It's a
Good
pitch.
pitch.
Yeah, that is a good pitch.
So now Werkheiser with an opportunity to get out of this inning with less than 9 pitches thrown. And let's see, through 4 to the first batter, 3 to the second batter. Well, that would have been his 10th. So this will be his 11th pitch of the inning.
He looks good. He looks really good.
Nothing like sitting here talking about baseball, is it?
Yeah, I know. It's great.
Here's the pitch. Strike
Gross.
3.
That's disgusting.
2 strikeouts in the inning for Blaine Werkheiser and a ground ball out to Reagan Crockett. 3 up, 3 down. Back in a minute here on BSN. All right, welcome back here. Rest of the first inning brought to you by Rajanair Health, located in the Serene Soul Salon in the Avenues at Viera and Suite 13. Rajanair Health offers a relaxing and professional environment for every treatment, specializing in facial, Botox fillers, spider varicose vein treatment, weight loss management, specializing in GLP-1 treatments, men's wellness, including TRT, and sports physicals for our local high school athletes. Support local businesses that support Brevard Sports Network and our youth and prep sports, and Rajanair Health certainly does that. Again, located in the town center, Unit 13, in the Serene Soul Salon. Set up an appointment today. Call 321 493 3043 as Dominic Leone leads off the bottom of inning number 1. And Leone was last we saw, stroking it pretty good. He had was hitting the ball all over the park last week. And again, all of these bats went silent Friday, with the exception of Brady Jensen, who got the only hit for Viera. And there's Dom right there. Dom puts one in the gap, and he makes the turn around the corner. And Dominic Leone with a leadoff single. And that's how you want to start if you're Viera.
Yeah, that was like the second pitch. That was right down the middle. You're basically just asking him to hit it.
Brody Vogel steps in, and Dom is no doubt a threat to steal. Depends how he's feeling. Last year he battled injuries to start the year, but he looks pretty healthy to start this season. Oh, good push. Good push.
That's nice. Oh.
And they won't get him either. What would you call? I mean, that's a bunt.
That's
but
a bunt.
Is that a hit or an error?
I mean, as a pitcher, I'd want that to be an error, but it's a hit, realistically.
Yeah. That's a great bunt. Because Jeremy said it's a hit, Brody, I'm going to give you a hit, bro. So there you go.
I mean, even if he made the play, he probably would have been safe.
Yeah, I think he would have been safe,
Yeah,
too.
he was basically there by the time he would have picked the ball up.
Brady Jensen steps in, and Viera with a chance to do some early damage here. In the bottom of the first, 2 on, none out, with Jensen at the plate. I just can't believe how Jensen has changed from last year to this year in terms of his physical appearance. I mean, his forearms are like twice the size that they were last year. He shows bunt.
That was inside?
Yeah, I'm not sure where that was. Did I drop something? You got it? Thank you, man.
Pulled it back again.
Right, important, isn't it?
He's gonna be swinging here.
I think so.
If I had to guess.
I definitely want this. And look, one of these guys is itching to hit that ball 325 too. You better believe it.
Yeah, it's a good speed to hit it that far.
Yeah, shows bunt though. I like the commitment. You were right. You were absolutely right. Absolutely right. Jensen, I mean, he's only batting 400.
Yeah.
To start the year. I mean, he leads the team. Oh, no, he got a shot, and they elect no.
No one was there.
Well, he had him at second, and I don't know if he would have got Dom, but nice sacrifice by Jensen. And I'll tell you what, that's doing it for your team, man.
That's doing a job.
Yep. Brennan Confreda steps in, and what a night he had on the bump Friday night. Confreda, 7 strikeouts, 2 hits, just 1 run in 5 innings pitched. And here with an opportunity to put the Hawks ahead 2-0. And that'll be strike 1. 0-1 to Brennan, who comes in through 3 games with 3 hits and 10 at-bats. That's 300 in the baseball world. Outside. Now, this is where you can tell he's like, as a right-hander, I love facing right-handed pitching. I love left-handed, but most lefties will tell you, man, they depends on how a left-hander. They don't like hard-throwing left-handers.
Yeah.
Nobody does.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends how he's gonna pitch to him. If he's gonna stay away from him, then it's probably going to be harder to hit than if he was just staying middle in.
If you look at your sheet, right? I mean, right behind him is Luca Bongiovi, right? Mm-hmm. He's batting 400. So you might look at that and go, well, this guy's a senior. This guy's a sophomore. First base is open, and Dominic Leone's going to score on the pass ball.
Yeah.
That's a pass ball there.
Yeah.
and it's 1-0 Vieira.
Now he's got to go straight to him now.
Yeah, I think he was crossed up on the signs there.
Looked like it because he's going out there right now.
Because he's going out there and tell him, you just cost me a pass ball, son.
If he walks him, there's a high chance he's just going to steal, and it's going to be right back to where it was.
Yep. Three balls and one. I want to give this one a ride. Look low, but okay. 3-2.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, he got him. And see, that's the and listen, I mean, we're sitting up here and I hear what you're saying, but what that is a product of the umpire forcing that swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what that is.
If you get that call, then with 2 strikes, you have to swing anything close anyway, but
right.
You know it's going to be a strike. You got to.
Yep. As Luca Bongiovi steps in, 2 outs now. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not criticizing the umpire. I'm just saying, he gave him that low strike.
Mm-hmm.
So as a result, Confreda was forced to swing the pitch he doesn't like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
This pitcher does not get ahead of anybody.
No, he is not throwing first pitch strikes tonight. The 2-0 is a soft liner to the shortstop for
lucky.
The third.
He's lucky that's all that was.
Yeah, he hit that off the end of the bat. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left, but we did get a pass ball. We'll head to the top of the second. Viera 1 and Deltona nothing. Top of the second inning, and the entire second inning brought to you by the Viera Hawk RBI Club. Cannot thank the Hawk RBI Club enough for bringing us back for yet another season, and right down Wickham Road with that one, and it's 0-1.
You left it up.
Go ahead.
Dropped his arm.
Coaching ever something you want to do one day, Jeremy?
I'd be interested in it, yeah.
1-1 from Blaine Werkheiser to Jay Albizio. Oh, he took a little off of that one. Nice pitch.
That was a big swing for a ball outside to a righty.
The 1-2, Werkheiser, 2 first inning strikeouts, looking for his third. And he won't get it there. The on-deck hitter is Noah Locchiato. Now, again, Deltona's stats are a little skewed just because of the 29-0 win. pitch. Swing and a miss.
Swinging way too hard. That was a good pitch, though.
He's looking fastball the whole way there.
Yeah, and he's still swinging out of his shoes.
Yeah.
He fouled one off, but you gotta.
Yeah.
One doesn't do anything. You gotta stay alive.
Yeah. Luciano, Noah, his brother batted earlier, and Werkheiser hits that outside corner for strike one.
He's gotten ahead first pitch on like every batter so
Yep.
far.
He is not going 1-0. And it's 0-2.
That's so hard to hit.
Jam fastball high. Looks
Yeah,
good coming in too.
Yeah, if you because if you throw fast enough, it looks like it rises. So when you throw that, if you have a high enough spin rate, it'll look a lot better.
Popped up and playable. And Confreda says, I got it, and he hauls it. 2 outs. 5 up, 5 down so far through an inning and 2/3 for Werkheiser.
If they're gonna keep taking first pitch as a pitcher, you know that, and then you just throw one down the middle, and they're not gonna swing. So if they don't want to keep getting behind 0-1, you know you're getting a fastball, just swing.
Now, I'd be a little careful here with Aaron Pope. He's a big young man right here. He gets a hold of one. 325 don't look like anything for him. And
Like that.
he's swinging that time.
Yeah, he's getting fat. You're getting fastballs down the middle every first pitch, which isn't a bad thing, but if you take it, it turns into a bad thing.
You know, here's the thing, too, and now, regardless, he's 0-1 again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as a pitcher, just keep doing it.
Upstairs, good take by Pope, 1-1.
If they're not hitting it, then don't go away from it.
Right. I'd expect to see that slider he's had a lot of success with tonight.
Yeah.
Right about here.
Yeah. You can't hit that.
Nah, not when it's like that. 1-2. Werkheiser with 3 strikeouts already.
He could set something up here, too.
Yep.
If he just throws it.
The 1-2. Strike 3. Jeremy, did you see that one?
They're not touching him. That's nasty. That's actually really nasty.
6 up, 6 down. Werkheiser cruising through 2. We know there's a launch. We can hear it. Cameron, Slavic, and Dougherty due up here in the bottom of the second. Hawks on top, 1-0. And that is a ball outside, whereas Werkheiser, his first pitch strike against every batter he's faced thus far, not the case for Draper.
Yeah, this guy's like the opposite.
Exactly the opposite. 1-0, and now 1-1.
It just makes your job a lot harder, unnecessarily.
You love it as a hitter.
Yeah,
Coming up tomorrow night, you're going to see the FHSAA 2A2 Regional Championship as the Holy Trinity Tigers will look to advance their third straight Final Four as they will host the Benjamin Buccaneers right here in boys soccer tonight. We got 2 girls basketball teams playing in a regional semifinal, 3 actually, and that's a walk. We got Bayside. We've got Palm Bay and Holy Trinity playing tonight. Trey Slavic, the second baseman, steps in. One thing Viera has not done this year, which has surprised me a little bit, I got to admit, is they're not running the bases. What I mean by that is not stealing. They don't have a lot of stolen bases this year. So we'll see if that goes up throughout the course of the year. But right now, don't see it. We'll see if Cameron decides to take second. But it does look like they're a lot better bunting team than they were last year.
They already had one perfect one pretty much.
And if you can bunt, you don't need to risk your guy stealing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, again, the bunt is one of those plays where everybody on the field has a job. Everybody's moving.
Yeah.
Oh, they got him this time, and that's my – he dropped the ball, and that's an error. They had him dead to rights. That's a great move by the lefty, but –
that's the problem. Or that's the struggle is if you're trying to steal off of a left-handed pitcher. It's a lot easier to get picked off.
I like Cameron, though. He didn't hesitate. He's like, I'm caught. I'm going to just keep going.
Yeah.
And he gets the bag. Slavic with a runner in scoring position now.
Pitcher's got to be mentally tough because he just stepped off and he looked pretty annoyed after the first baseman dropped it.
That's a perfect pickoff video right there. If you're getting picked off, you can't look back. You got to run.
Yeah.
And that's not a very good bunt attempt by Trey. He knows it. Gifford looks away, and we'll try it again. 0-1. Can't lunge at him.
Nah.
If I knew a guy was bunting, I always try to throw a fastball in.
Yeah, because if you jam it, it's not going to go very far.
Nope. Oh, that's a good one there. Slavic drops a butte down, and that's a good play by the catcher, but it does advance the runner. Slavic with a great bunt in front of the dish, and that's the second sacrifice by Vieira. And now they got a runner at third with a right fielder, Caden Doherty, coming up.
Deltona's brought infield in every time they've had a runner on third.
What, on the last play?
No, right now, every time they've had a runner on third, they bring him in, even though it's only the first or second inning.
They want to cut him down,
man. That's just respecting Viera.
Yeah. That's a nice-looking pitch there. And he really worked out of a jam. I mean, he gave up a run in the first inning, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, the pitch he got the last out on, if he got a little lucky with that one.
Yeah,
it was a line drive right to him. But sometimes you need that.
Yeah, 1-1 to Doherty. And he got the call on the Confreda strikeout.
Yeah.
Nice pitch location. Viera, one run, 2 hits, no errors. Deltona, no runs, no hits, and 1 error. The 1-2 is a strikeout, and that is the first strikeout of the night for Draper.
That's a really good pitch. It looked like a changeup from here.
Yeah, he just dotted the outside corner with this. And here comes one of our players of the game. Rogan Crockett steps in, and Crockett just a freshman. And what I like about Rogan is he is not afraid to attack the count. 0-1, though. Draper immediately throws him a strike. Dominic Leone on deck. That's strike 2.
He looks good now.
Yeah, he's firing it now, isn't he?
Seems like he does better out of the stretch. Because every time he's got runners on, he looks a lot better.
No, you're right about that. That's a good point, Jeremy. Could hear him that time. He was walking off the mound right there.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little high. It was a good pitch, but
I
a
thought
little
it was,
high.
yeah, I didn't think that was a strike either.
Yeah. I probably would have picked a different pitch to walk to the dugout on. That's just me. Like that one. Strike 3. And that's just, listen, that's just a great job by Mason Draper there.
That's good pitching. That's really hard to do.
So the Hawks threaten. They leave a runner stranded in scoring position. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Viera. All right, welcome back here to the top of the third inning as Kenny Dozier steps in, and it's been 6 up, 6 down. And again, a first pitch strike, and it's now 1-1. This inning is brought to you by the new MI card. We'll tell you about that throughout the course of the night. But student athletes and parents of student athletes out there watching, and that's 1 and 2. If you're looking for a way to network and market and NIL, MI card is the wave of the future. It really, really is. It's here. It's not the future. It's now. And the 1-2 is fouled back. So I'll tell you about MI card throughout the course of this inning. My good friend Tracy Campbell does it. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it for adults in the networking industry, but it's done now with student athletes. It's in a way to get highlight films. And strike 3, and that's the 5th strikeout of the night.
They're not touching him at all.
No. No, they aren't. That pitch right there is probably, of his 5 strikeouts, I think 1 has come on a fastball.
Yeah, they're chasing it every time.
This is Braden Thorne, and Trayvon Thompson is on deck. That's a strike. But, MI card, it can store it all.
I don't know where that was.
1-1. That ball that's going to be a hit, and that is the most frustrating kind of hit you can give up as a pitcher. But You know what? Good on Braden Thorne because a lot of times you just got to get bad on ball.
Yeah, they haven't done that at all. The first time they do, it gets down. So
So the first hit of the night for Deltona is a lazy little line drive that drops in the middle of the center fielder, second baseman, and right fielder. And that'll bring up Tavon Thompson. Is it Tavon? Yeah, it is Tavon.
yeah.
And he's
Oh my
going.
God.
Foul ball on the bunt.
You cannot do that.
No, everybody
You
was
can't
in
do that.
motion there, weren't they?
Yeah. You can't pop that up. If you're gonna bunt, you gotta make sure it gets down.
So we got Jeremy in the fold now, who is doing his first game with me tonight. We got Cadence Bates, sophomore out of Viera, who was our newest intern as well. She may pop by tonight. Volleyball player. No balls and one strike. Good lead at first. Looks like he's ready to fly. Oh, they got him.
He froze.
Hey, listen, I hear Brennan. He's safe.
Yeah,
right?
no, I agree.
I hear Brennan. The throw beat him, but it was high.
Yeah.
And as a first baseman, he'll go home. And coach is telling him right now, watch the pitcher because the throw beat him over there. It was just high.
Yeah, he froze. He didn't even move until.
No. There he goes. Oh, perfect strike. And he fell down, but that would have been an out.
That.
Boy, that's like I feel terrible for Brady on that one. Just hit him on the top of the glove but you got to make that out.
Yeah, the dude fell. He fell in the base path. So.
Yeah. Got to get that out. That's an error too, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I
Don't you think?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now a runner at second here. That gets away. Oh, he might have a shot. No, I thought he had a shot at him. Jensen's going to go out and talk to Werkheiser. One out here. So while Jensen talks to Werkheiser, real quick on your screen, you're going to see what the MI card is really all about. We'll get back to the game here in just a second. You kind of see all the things that's good for the athlete, the highlights, the huddles, the NIL, all of it, and it's just a golden opportunity for student athletes to learn A, how to network themselves, and B, it can turn into opportunities for them. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, what a pitch! A tailing fastball.
That's a good pitch. I thought the same thing again. He wasn't even close.
When you can throw a tailing fastball like that with the slider that he's got, that's a dangerous pitch.
Yeah, because it's
dangerous combination.
It's polar opposite movements. Yeah. So the same thing again. He's not touching it.
Yeah.
Whenever I had my pitches, I'd try and basically have it like a triangle. You'd have your one like a straight pitch, one that goes left, one that goes right, and then one that goes down. Basically, it creates like a triangle. For me, at least, because my curveball would move from straight to left.
So we got 2 outs now. I'm back to the top of the order as Yandiel Torres steps in. Torres struck out. Werkheiser in this one has had 2 strikeouts in each inning thus far, giving him 6 total here in the top of the third. For the Hawks coming up in the bottom of the third, it'll be the top of the order, Leone, Vogel, and Jensen. And that ball roped down the left field line, but thank goodness foul because that would have definitely scored a run with 2 outs.
Yeah, he turned on it. It was up and in. That was the first time I've seen them ready for a fastball.
Oh, there's a ground ball. Oh, it gets through. And the error will cost Vieira on a base hit by Yandiel Torres. And we are tied at 1 with Jaden Lociato coming up. Good piece of hitting there.
Yeah, that's a good hit. You're basically just turning on a fastball, and it goes right where no one is.
Ball took a wicked type of a hop. I'll say this: second time through the lineup here, Deltona has come swinging this time.
Yeah, it's like they've seen him and now they're basically just adjusting to it. That's why I would try and get through the first. I'd basically try and go first time through the orders, throwing as least amount of pitches as I could in terms of different pitches, just so they don't see it.
And they do like to run. They've got 12 stolen bases coming into this game in 3 games. 4 stolen bases a game is a lot of stolen bases for a team.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing and one. And there he goes. Jensen. And that ball ends up in right field. And that's a good job by Slavic to kind of lay there for a minute
Yeah.
to make sure he doesn't get up. Werkheiser with a high with that leg kick. Jensen really not much of a chance. That's a stolen base on the pitcher there.
Yeah.
I mean, he was halfway. Oh my, that ball is roped into left field, but a great job
That's a good
out
catch.
there to haul that in. Nice play out there by Cameron, and that will end the inning as Deltona ties it up, though, and we head to the bottom of the third inning with your score. Deltona 1, Viera 1. All right, here we go to the bottom of the third and back to the top of the order for the Viera Hawks, as it'll be Dominic Leone 1-for-1, Brody Vogel 1-for-1, and Brady Jensen officially no at bat. He had to sacrifice his first time up. And you kind of get the feeling here that Mason Draper has settled in quite nicely here for Deltona.
Yeah, he looked really good at the end of the last inning.
Can you hand me that briefcase down there? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Thanks, my friend. All right, Dom Leone steps in. Nice smash in the gap his last time up. Center field, a nice job cutting it off, keeping Dom at first. And Leone will be HBP'd. And one pitch, and Leone is on. Brody Vogel steps in. Vogel last time up, bunted down the first base line. I don't know what happened, but we ended up giving it a hit.
Yeah, pitcher got there, but he didn't make the play. And by the time he would have picked the ball up, he was basically would have been at first base.
This is the same situation faced last time. Let's see what Matt Gifford does this time.
He might do it
if he
again.
elects to run him or let Vogel hit. Good pitch.
Yeah.
Nothing and one to Vogel. That's just I got my eye on you move.
Yeah. I mean, you're
Does that?
basically just throwing over to let them know
Did
you're
you have
over
a good
there.
move, or
I
I
didn't really
mean,
pick off that much. I'd mostly just pick off just to
or did you have
throw
a
it
high
over there.
leg kick?
I didn't. I slide stepped every time, basically.
That's a little different of a move.
When I didn't really pick off unless I had a big lead. I didn't pick off to pick off mostly. I would just pick off so they would stop running or not run basically.
I watch a lot of Trevor Bauer's videos. I don't know if you ever watched his
I used
videos.
to.
Yeah,
I watched.
watching him how to the different slide steps and the pickoff moves. And Leone's off and running, and you're not going to get Dom. And Dominic Leone with a stolen base. He had that base stolen well before that ball even reached home plate. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Vogel with a runner at second. Mason Draper, the 1-2. That's a base. Oh, nice stab over there by the third baseman. That is Kenny Dozier, who flashes a little vertical with the line drive catch, and that'll bring up Jensen now with an out. Viera stranded a runner at third last inning as Jensen steps in, sacrificed last time. Just a little bit off the plate,
Yeah,
1-0.
that's not a bad spot.
Trying to see if he'll go fishing for strike one.
Yeah. I mean, he's done good with runners in scoring position.
Foul back and out. This is the type of game where I feel like a longer Vieira. I mean, you look on paper and you look at who Viera's played, you look at who they've played, and you just compare the two teams on paper. You feel like Viera's the better team, right? But they don't play this game on paper. So I just kind of feel like the longer Viera lets his team stay in this game, you know what I mean? The
Yeah,
more of an opportunity they're going to have to win it.
If they can come out in front this inning, I mean, it's the third inning. They're tied 1-1. There's multiple chances they could have been winning by a lot more.
The 1-1 on its way. That's a nice pitch.
Yeah, that's a good pitch.
Froze me.
Yeah, that's a good spot too.
Feel a little better with the weather tonight. You got the hoodie on and all. You good? I forgot mine.
I looked at the weather this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be colder in Rhode Island.
Oh, look, here goes Leone. Here's a fly ball, and that's gonna get out of play. So you're going to Rhode Island, huh?
Yeah, I gotta get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Look at you, Jeremy. Dedicated new intern. Got to get up, go catch a flight.
I still gotta pack too.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
I
Last
haven't
minute,
packed
all you guys, you 19, 20-year-old guys, you're all last minute.
I haven't packed a single thing.
I'll give you a little secret. I'm 55, and if I had to get on a plane 3:30 in the morning, I'd be packing at 2:30. 1-2. Popped up. This is a little more playable, but it's drifting. Nice job by the second baseman. What a play.
That's a good play. That's harder than it looks, really.
Yandiel Torres comes flying out of nowhere to pick that one off. And that's the first time we've actually seen that play made this year.
Yeah.
Because everybody's dropped it over there.
Yeah. More games you play, and more times you get reps in that situation.
So now with 2 outs, the Hawks still with a runner at second. Brennan Confreda steps in, struck out his last time up. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Swing and a miss. And if you were with me last week and you saw how this screen and this netting looked on this YouTube broadcast, trust me, I had to play with those camera settings for about 45 minutes, man, to get this thing right. The 0-1, but glad to be back broadcasting on YouTube. That gets away, Leone. Thought about it, stop. I think we got a pretty good picture tonight. Once again, we want to thank Tracy Campbell of MI Card for sponsoring the third, and they'll be back in the sixth inning. Oh,
That's perfect. That's a
I mean,
perfect pitch.
there's nothing Brennan can do with that pitch.
Yeah, that's a perfect pitch for him.
And that, if you're Brennan, you just got to tip your cap.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
That's a good pitch. I didn't think he went.
I didn't think he did either.
That was a good pitch.
But it was close, and Dominic Leone steals third. But now we got our first Deuces Wild opportunity of the night. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs with number 3 at the plate and number 2 at third. The 2-2 turn card pitch on its way with 2-2 on deck. 3-2 now. Wow.
Oh.
Well, Brennan got I thought he got gypped in his first at bat. That's what you call repaid back.
I don't know where that was at all.
Brennan got a gift on that one. Luca Bonjovi steps in. And first and third, and I would imagine Confreda will be off and running. It'll be interesting to see how Deltona plays this. Just the catcher's indifference is all. I'd just let him go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a good pitch. I mean, I don't really.
Yeah, I mean.
If he's gonna call it, then to keep throwing.
I don't know if it was a strike, but I'd keep throwing it there.
Yeah, exactly. If he calls that, then just keep throwing it.
Popped up, but keep your eye on this.
That's a hard play.
Keep your eye on this. Nice job again by Yandiel Torres, and that'll end the inning. And for the second consecutive inning, the Hawks strand a runner in scoring position. Once again, we want to thank Tracy Campbell of MI Card. Boost the exposure of your student athlete. Recruiting made easy. If they have the opportunity to do NIL and merchandise sales, this will help. Academics and athletics combined. Highlight the GPA achievements and official visit calendar. And it's free. Free for athletes, no cost to you. That's MI Card, the information on the screen. Back with the fourth in just a moment. All right, welcome back here. 0-2 already. Werkheiser not only first pitch strike, but a second pitch strike as well. And Hawks and the Wolves are tied up at 1 in the fourth inning, brought to you by Walden Custom Builders. Tell you about Walden Custom Builders throughout the course of inning number 4. Werkheiser's 0-2 pitch on the way is a shot right back through the middle, and that's the first leadoff hit of the night.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Have that come back at you.
It's Noah Lociato, and that'll bring up Aaron Pope, who struck out his first time up. Impressively, for Deltona tonight, of their 6 strikeouts, Jeremy, none of them are looking.
That just means that they're seeing the ball, they're just not hitting it.
Right.
If at least if 1 or 2 of them are looking, then that just tells me they're not seeing it at all.
Here's the thing that frightens me. They love to run, and now they got the leadoff hitter on.
That's not. If he could bunt here easily, or he could just steal.
So they're going to bring in a pinch hitter here, and it looks like it's going to be it's actually going to be Jay Albizu. So, no, I apologize. I don't. What happened here? Did I miss somebody? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's Albizu.
That was a bad pitch to bunt, but it
Yeah.
works.
But down to second base. Now I'm just trying to figure out. So I guess that was Cole Goodnow. But I guess, I don't know. I don't know where we lost the order. One and 0 to Albizu. There's a base hit through the left side and around third and given a stop sign. And now it's first and third with nobody out.
Yeah, they're seeing the fastball. They're hitting all fastballs.
So this will bring up Aaron Pope. No, Noah Lociato. Okay, I'm back on track. I don't know where we got off base. Noah Lociato, and this is going to be interesting to watch how they run the bases here. Vieira, I'm surprised they haven't called timeout here to talk about this. Oh, that's a great bunt,
They
and
have
he's
him
out.
at home, yeah.
Oh, he might be. Oh, they got him. What a play. What a play. And that's going to be a 1-2 on Goodnow. And it's going to be second and first. I don't know if I like that. If you're going to do that, you got to run before that. You know what I mean? That's got to be a suicide.
Yeah. Someone swore really loudly, I think.
Uh-oh. That's Eddie Dufresne out there. Somebody might get ejected here.
I don't know.
That bunt's got to go down the line, or it's got to be a suicide squeeze from the start. That's not going to work on the way back.
That's
to
like
the pitcher.
in between. The third runner on third was in between. He stopped and saw where the ball went and then ran. If you're gonna run, you got to just do it in that situation.
See if Dufresne's got somebody in mind here. We won't show you, but we'll show you Eddie. And Eddie says yes. One of you four. As Mission Impossible plays, and Eddie's chucked them. Eddie's chucked them all.
He threw them all out.
He threw them all out. Eddie ain't playing. Eddie said, goodbye. I'm waiting for Tom Cruise to come swinging down the net. So I'm going to, there we go.
Why would he throw them all out before a warning, though?
Well, when you based on the curse, I don't think you get a warning on that, my friend.
Oh.
But I hear you. I hear you. I wouldn't mess with Ed. You ever see his mustache?
I can see it from here.
Ed's mustache alone scares me. I'll see Eddie Saturday night hopefully I'll see Ed Saturday night. And I'll see his son as we bring you game 1 of the semi-pro football season. The Sharks are back in town, and you'll see it live here Saturday night on Brevard Sports Network. Eddie Dufresne and the Sharks. That was fun last year following them. And Eddie was working the clock. One here, one out. Runners at first and second. Werkheiser. This could be Blaine's final inning of work here.
Yeah, if it gets out of hand, I'd see them taking him out
before the inning. If he gives up a run here, if he gives up another hit or a walk or something, it's 1-2. He's been very good tonight, locating his pitches. They're just seeing them now.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful pitch. Strike. That's the first strikeout looking tonight, but it's a big one.
That's a good pitch.
Yeah.
If they cannot give up a single run in this situation, that's ideal for a pitcher.
Kenny Dozier steps in. He struck out his first time up, and Werkheiser. Dozier steps out. Are we headed for 10 more innings?
Honestly, I hope not.
Pull that up. You got a lot of packing to do. 3:30 in the morning. Oh, nice pitch. That tailing fastball on the inside could not be hit, and it's 0-1. And I think tonight, out of all the hitters he's faced, once did he not start 0-1.
Yeah, exactly. That's really good as a pitcher.
One 4-1. Deltona's out hit Viera tonight. 1-2-0. There's a ground ball shortstop, and he'll flip for the 6-4 out, and that'll end the inning.
He's getting out of the situations.
Yeah. And Viera gets out of it as all right, I was just watching a parent coach from the stands. All right, We'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back to the bottom of inning number 4. Just you gotta love it, man. That first pitch swinging, as this will be Confreda, Bon Jovi, and Cameron up here for the Hawks, who 1-1 here, but the Bats, the Viera's got 3 hits in their last There we go.
That might be one.
Oh, I tell you what,
That was,
that's close. Instant
yeah.
replay would say that was a tie. Sorry, I didn't turn the camera, but he was safe. So we'll get over there now. My apologies on that. But that's the third hit of the night. And I was just getting ready to say, Hawk bats in the last, well, you figure 10 innings have just 4 hits. So they got to get these bats going.
That didn't look like a fastball. I don't know what that was though.
I'm sorry, that was Aiden Cameron. This is Trace Slavic. Popped up. Good piece of running by Cameron to beat that out. Slavic with a sacrifice back in the second. Shot. I think he made 6-4-3. Nice job. That's a great turn.
Yeah, that is a really good turn.
And what made that so difficult to begin with is the ball hit off the pitcher's glove, and I thought for sure that would kill the double play. It kind of like just enough. You know what I mean?
It hit it enough where it would slow the ball down, where it'd be harder to make the play, but shortstop was hit right to him.
Caden Doherty steps in, and just like that, the Viera Hawks are looking at 2 outs. The old 6-4-3 double play.
Yeah.
Can't beat it. The pitcher's best friend. That and a bad umpire. Ground ball to the second. First baseman is going to flip to the pitcher for the third and final out. Nice job on the cover. And Deltona sets Viera down in order. 1-2-3 thanks to a 6-4-3 double play. We head to the top of the fifth. 1-1. All right, welcome back here to Brevard Sports Network. And Jeremy, you know, that last play that with pitcher Mason Draper covering first base, that's not an easy play. A chopper to the shortstop Vogel up and over to first. Nice play to start the top of the fifth inning. But let's get back to that play that ended the bottom of the fourth. That's not an easy play.
No, it's not. Because as a pitcher, anything that's on the right side, you get told to go over there just in case. If at worst, first baseman will call you off. But basically, you have to round the base like you're rounding it when you're running, because you don't want to get cut off in that baseline and get trucked.
Or get your ankle stepped on.
Yeah, it's sketchy if you don't do it right. But it's not really the hardest thing to get good at.
You just got to make sure you remember to get off the mound.
Yeah, that's
a lot
the
of
biggest
pitchers
thing.
don't. You see that at major league level often. They forget to leave the mound.
Yeah, anything on the right side, you just start going over there.
So top of the fifth, 1-1 is our score. Alan Slaughterzinski and Jeremy Forelli, and we see the Deltona bullpen tonight active for the first time. Perhaps Mason Draper has thrown his final inning. Blaine Werkheiser is still in the game, and not sure where that one
Yeah,
missed.
I don't know where that one was either.
And it's 1-1 with one out here in the top of the fifth inning. And there's a ground ball down to Crockett, who backhands it, long throw, and that's a Butte Clark, and that is 2 outs on the 5-3.
That's a good play. That's harder than it looks.
And that'll bring up the top of the order with Yandiel Torres, who's had quite a game tonight. He is singled his last time up, but what he's done in the field from second base, making a couple of those plays tonight, has been tremendous for the Wolves.
Yeah, because those plays aren't easy.
And Werkheiser,
especially at how dark it is out here.
Yeah. What do you mean?
When the ball is goes up
there.
there.
Like there's no stars.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like the outfield wall.
Oh no. When it's
that
high,
top,
when
right.
it's that high in the air, you could lose it, especially because it's nighttime. In the daytime, it's a little bit easier to see it.
Is it really?
At least for me, it was. But I was a pitcher, so I can't really speak on other positions.
Outside, and the waste pitch makes it 1-2. 1-4-1 for the Wolves. 1-3-0 for the Hawks. Oh, sit down, young man. Can I help you? No, I'm just looking.
That's a good. He needed that inning.
Yes, he did. That ends the fifth. 1-1. Bottom five, and getting late again. And the Hawks 1-1 with Deltona, and it didn't look good to start for Mason Draper, but my goodness, has he recovered. And he has really done well here over the last 4 1/3 innings of work for Deltona tonight. And Viera's going to look to try to get on the scoreboard against him. It'll be Crockett, Leone, and Vogel. And the Viera Hawk RBI Club, we want to thank them for their sponsorship. Game 4 of 12 this year. Swing and a miss. Crockett tonight. 0 for 1. That's a strike.
It's a good start.
Huh?
It's a good start.
Yeah. Faced 5 batters in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth. He has sat down 8 straight. He did give up a hit. Check that. He sat down 7 of the last 8. Got a double play ball last inning. The 1-2 to Crockett is fouled back. And out of play. Strike three.
That's a good
Chased
pitch.
a high one, though. And that'll bring up Dominic Leone.
His stuff's working right now.
Yeah, it certainly is. Leone's hit him hard tonight. He hit him hard in the first at bat, and then Draper hit him hard in the second at bat as Leone reached on a hit by pitch, I
Yeah.
should say. And he almost
He
got
did
him
it
again. Dom will take it.
They always told us to take it.
Yeah. The 1-0. Dom chased that on the outside part, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and two. Boy, that pitch must really look good.
It looks like it tails. If I'm him, I go inside.
Leone gets a piece as he stays alive. Got a pinch hitter on deck for Vieira as Robbie Caruso is swinging a bat on the on-deck circle. The 1-2 is popped up, and that back in the safe area, and it stays 1-2. That ball is skied in the air. Shortstop calls, and hauls. And that'll be 2 outs as Robbie Caruso steps in, pinch hitting for Brody Vogel. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better.
I don't know what his pitch count is, but I can't imagine there's another arm that's going to come out of that bullpen. That ball should be the 3rd out. Pitcher
should be the catcher, but
yeah, it should be. But I tell you what, I'm going to be honest with you, Jeremy. I would trust my catcher to catch that. Not with those mitts in the wind.
Yeah.
But you're right. It should be a fielder. We're going to the top of the 6th. 1-1. No, we're going to stay right here. Come around. Come on around. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to introduce you. First of all, Cadence, meet Jeremy. Jeremy, meet Cadence. All right, so here we go, right? You're going to have to look at my ugly mug, but. All right, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you saw our post a little earlier this morning on Facebook, but Jeremy, obviously, Jeremy is broadcasting the game with me tonight. And our other new intern with Brevard Sports Network, and I'm going to call her the super sophomore now. Jackson used to have that name, but now I'm going to give it to Cadence. Is Cadence Bates, super sophomore from Viera. Welcome.
Hi, I am so excited to be here.
All right, so tell us, and I asked you the same question I asked you and your mom in your living room last night, your love of sports. Tell us about it and your passion for wanting to do this.
So I grew up around sports, volleyball, soccer, gymnastics, dance. I grew up around football as well, and I've just always really had a passion for it. And I've always loved writing. I've really enjoyed writing, but I know that I'm not really the type to be behind a desk. I'm really outgoing, bubbly, energetic, and I've always had a passion for talking to people, meeting new people. I love it, and that's where sports broadcasting came in my mind. So I'm very excited to be here, and I'm so excited for this opportunity, and I can't wait to see where God takes me.
Yes, I am so excited too. More help. We got more help. What is your, okay, you know what? I didn't ask you this question. Let me turn the camera back around here so that they can at least see the game. So, what is your favorite sport? Like, it can't be volleyball because she plays volleyball. She plays beach volleyball, club volleyball. So, it can't be volleyball. So, outside of volleyball, what's your favorite sport?
I would definitely have to go with football. I really enjoy football. I understand it. Powder puff is always my favorite at
What
school.
position do you play? When you play powder puff, like if you could play if you could play a position in football, what would you want to play? Would you want to be the quarterback?
I would definitely want to be the quarterback, but for puff, I was a center.
Oh, were you?
I was.
Okay, all right. So you were up there blocking, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. Well, hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Jeremy and I are going to do this inning. If you want to, well, you can't sit down there. You have to sit over there next to Jeremy.
No
But,
worries.
but this is your team playing. Viera 1-1 here in the top of the sixth inning. How was volleyball practice today?
Volleyball practice was very good. We just came off a 3-day tournament, so there was a lot of stretching. It was a little bit slower pace, but it was very good and
How's the beach squad looking this year?
really good. We have a lot of new girls and a lot of new talent. I'm really excited for the rest of the season.
Now, I'm excited to get you broadcasting. So next week you're going to hear Cadence on a couple of broadcasts with me. She's going to do that ball is skied in the air to left field as the left fielder charges, calls, and hauls for out number one. And it's still Blaine Werkheiser. All right, Cadence, I'm going to bring you back on between innings. So go have a seat, and then we'll bring you back on.
Okay, thank
All right. So, Jeremy, we get Blaine Werkheiser back for another inning of work. 6 innings of work.
What's his pitch count? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
I'd assume they're gonna leave him in until something happens.
All right. Oh, so that could be his last batter,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's the old HBP there.
That was a curveball too.
Yeah.
He hit him with a curveball.
So we'll see if we get a mound visit here. As Jay Abalzu, that was Cole Goodnow that got hit. So number 6, Rivers Deladane comes out. Well, I like the confidence. They're going to run here.
Ooh.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, this late in the game, you kind of need. You already got a base run. You might as well try.
Trying to manufacture something
Yeah.
to push across that second run.
You can't. Clearly, they can't rely on doing it naturally. So. If he's also gonna stay with the high leg kick, it's a lot easier to steal on it.
1 ball, no strikes. Top of inning number 6. I'll fix the scoreboard here in just a second. 1-1 is our score. Must be 1-1. Slide step, and that is low for ball 2. Now, Jay Fowler headed out to the bullpen. Viera may not have had anybody warming up as the catcher heads out to the bullpen.
I don't think they did.
Okay. 2 balls and no strikes. Werkheiser takes a peek over to the runner at first. Not a huge lead. That's outside corner, 2-1.
That's a good pitch. That's a good 2-0 pitch.
Yeah, because he's looking all the way.
He's sitting fastball, so if you can spot it, it'll make it a better pitch.
And what I mean by looking is he's looking to swing all the way at 2-0.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Good move by Blaine to keep Rivers Deladane close. 4 hits for Deltona, 3 for the Hawks. Werkheiser, the 2-1, ground ball foul, and the count is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The on-deck hitter is Noah Lociato. Another pitcher's duel tonight, Jeremy. You got to be right down your alley, my friend.
Yeah, these are my favorite to pull.
Oh, that I don't know if I go back to the curveball anymore
No, I wouldn't.
because that thing did not break.
That just shows that he's getting tired.
Tired, yeah. 3-2 now. Maybe see if the runner's off and running here on 3-2. Just one out, though. He stays. And nice pitch. Werkheiser with a big strikeout. One out.
That saves it. He walks him. There's a high chance he doesn't see the rest of the inning.
Yeah, I mean, that was huge.
Yeah.
Noah Lociato steps in. Two outs now. I'm shocked he was not running.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he thinks he's going. He's picking off 4 times.
Nice job.
That's a big out.
3 up. 4 up, 3 down. That's going to send us. Let's get the innings fixed here. To the 7th inning stretch for high school, so to speak. 6th inning, right?
6th inning.
Right, he said 7th inning. Here comes a community strike for the, the craziest thing that we've gotten copyrighted for. And by the way, we're not muted. We're not muted. We're not muted. Okay, just want to tell you that. So the biggest thing that we have gotten the craziest thing we've gotten a community strike for is the national anthem. As if Francis Scott Key is still collecting revenue.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's been dead for 400 years.
I don't even. How would they even copyright you for
I
that?
I don't know. It's the craziest thing when I see a copyright strike for the national anthem. But I'll say this: if the Hawks can score just one here,
that'd be huge.
That'd be huge because they're coming back out. How much longer you think Mason Draper has here?
If he gets into anything, I'd say I take him out. It's too late in the game to risk someone that's getting tired to leaving him in, and then when you get tired, you're more prone to mistakes. He makes one mistake, this game is broken open. So
it's going to be Jensen Confreda and Bon Jovi coming up.
He starts to get any sort of fatigued, and it's noticeable, then more than likely he'll be out.
Yep. So we'll see what happens here. Jensen steps up. Coming up Thursday night, you'll see more Viera Hawk baseball. Game 5 of our 12-game deal this year with the Viera Hawk RBI Club. We want to thank them tremendously. And, of course, tomorrow night, you're going to see right here on BSN. And, man, we just simply cannot wait. The FHSAA 2A2 Regional Championship game between Holy Trinity and Benjamin in boys soccer. That ball is rocked. And will it get into the gap? No. Nice job to cut it off.
That's a good
job.
job.
And Jensen stops it first. Go ahead.
Cutting it off like that is huge because that goes from a single to a double, or that goes from a double to a single. If he doesn't get there, that's more than likely going to the wall or the center fielder, which makes it a double.
Pitch. What are you talking about? 0-1 here with Jensen at first. And he gets back in time.
This late in the game, if picks off like that, sometimes you just want to catch your breath.
Yeah, no doubt. Upstairs.
When you start missing high like that, it's fatigue. You just get tired, so your arm drops.
Oof. Wow.
That's a good pitch.
Yes, it is.
That's huge, too, because now double play, you're out of it.
Yeah, and they've already proven they can get it.
Yeah. He's keeping himself in the game, too, not letting the one base runner get out of hand.
No, not at all. As Luca Bon Jovi steps in.
That's a good pitch, too. He still looks good. It's just a couple pitches.
Yeah. The 0-1. And that'll get away, and that'll send Zach Alarashi down to second, who's pinch running for Jensen.
That's a good pitch, but that's another pass ball.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen, especially this late in the game. It goes from 0-2 with the runner on first to 0-2 base hit scores the leading run.
You only need one.
Exactly.
Right? I
yeah.
mean, you just need one here.
If he gets a base hit, it goes from maybe first and third to losing the game.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. There's a ground ball to first base. That'll advance the runner to third. And it now is on the shoulders here with an opportunity to plate the go-ahead run. Who is Aiden Cameron here. And this is not the matchup I would want. I would not want a lefty-lefty matchup here.
He did good against the other lefties.
Yeah, that's true. No, he did. You're talking about the pitcher, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't like the lefty-lefty matchup, but here's hoping.
Catchers can't have any pass balls here either, because that would be it basically give him the lead there.
Ball's fouled out of play.
When you let a lefty breaking ball get in as a left-hander, or as a left-handed hitter, it's going to be fouled off to the left. If you're going to hit that pitch, you got to hit it out in front, because lefty breaking balls will break outside for a lefty.
Foul back. That ball go in a door? That was weird. All right, 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Just did not like this matchup. That's a great pitch. Doesn't get it. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here.
That's a good pitch. That's a good call, too.
Yeah, it is. 3-2, and man, the dugout wanted that one, didn't they?
I didn't think that was
The,
close.
the umpires in the dugout were screaming for that one.
That looked like it was on the line of the batter's box, not the plate.
The full count. That's into the left fielder, but right at him. Out, number 3. And for the third time in this game, the Viera Hawks have stranded a runner in scoring position. We head to the top of the 7th, 1-1. Yeah, hold on there. All right, back with Cadence and all right, Cadence. How much? What do you know? What do you know about baseball? You like baseball?
I really enjoy baseball. I think it's a really cool sport, and I really like the pace of it. But I don't understand it that much. But I hope to learn more this season.
Oh, you're gonna learn. Oh, you're gonna learn, Cadence. You're gonna learn. Okay, so what do you foresee yourself doing for Brevard Sports Network? Like, if I said to you, Cadence, you get to pick every job you want to do. What are the 3 things you want to do the most for Brevard Sports Network?
Okay, so writing for sure. I've made that very known to you that that's something I want to do for sure is writing. Um, that's something that I honestly enjoy. It's like therapeutic to me. Um, but I also think that I see myself like on the field, like no,
Interviewing.
oh yeah, a lot of interviewing. I see that. Commentating, I see in the future. I think that's something I'd have to work up to for sure.
We're gonna get you there. Here's how I see it. Writing, because I need all the help I can get writing. If you read my writing, you know I need help. Um, and then second, I can definitely see you doing a lot of interviews.
Yeah.
You know, the get to know you type of interviews with players, coaches, you know, from all sports. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And Cadence, thank you so much for stopping by tonight and letting everybody meet you. You're going to see her a lot more next week. We're going to put her right to work next week. Look, she's got a microphone already. She's going to start interviewing next week. I promise you, right here, you're going to see them on Brevard Sports Network. Anything you want to tell everybody at home?
I'm so excited, and I can't wait to do more work, and I just can't wait to go into it.
There we go. All right, Kate, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Cadence Bates. And right now, that is ball 1 right there. 1-2, 1 out. 1 out. Ball is fouled back and out of play. Back and out of play again. And it's 1-2 with 1 out here. Strike 3. And Werkheiser with his another strikeout. 2 outs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts tonight for Werkheiser. I hope we make it through this one. We got about 20% left. They better come on because I got no battery. Sorry, folks. We'll report the final when it's over. I mean, these games go on and on, and
Yeah.
I mean, they're great games. Corner, strike one. So the way to solve that would be to end it in the bottom of the seventh.
Yeah, another walk off.
One and one. Werkheiser looking to go, which should be the distance. Vieira just struggling with the bats tonight. Curveball misses. Viera has 5 hits in their last 14 innings.
And they've had opportunities to take the lead, too.
There it is. Did he go? I don't know about that one, Mr. Ed. I thought he might have went on that one.
Me too.
What'd you think?
I agree. I think
Yeah.
he went.
3 balls and a strike. That's corner, 3-2. Yeah, I don't know. The scoreboard had 2 outs. I'm like, where was the other out? That is strikeout number 11. That is out number 2. And that will bring up Braden Thorne. So, scoreboard, I'm like, okay, maybe I missed something. That's not out of the realm of possibility. Popped up and out of play. Maybe we can go to this iPad. I don't know. Yeah. That's fine. One and one. Let's see if we can go to this iPad if we lose this. Probably. I don't see why we couldn't. Oh, swings and misses. So,
That's
yeah, if we
nasty.
lose this, we'll just go to the iPad. I have to hold it, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There it is. And Blaine Werkheiser with a gem here tonight. A gem.
Yeah, that pitch is gross. He's good all night.
I got 12. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Hopefully, we'll get it all in.
I agree.
All right, welcome back to the bottom of the 7th. Here's hoping Vieira wins it. If they don't, then we're going to have to, another two-hour baseball broadcast. So we'll probably have to go to a regular Facebook Live because our battery is about drained here. And so if we lose this broadcast, then check us out on, just go to our Facebook page and you'll see the broadcast. So if this ends suddenly, you know why. All right, stepping in is Trey Slavic. And the on-deck hitter is Caden Dougherty. And staying in the game is Mason Draper. There's a shot and a catch. That's just not hitting the ball hard enough. I mean, those look like line drives, but they're not. They're soft liners.
In reality, it's just like.
Yeah, I mean, it's the third one tonight, you know.
It's
good contact.
Yeah, it's just not.
But it looks a lot more.
It looks a lot harder than it is.
Has anybody got a charger?
I have a cord in my car.
You got? Oh well, I got a cord too. I just don't have. There's no plugins around. You can't plug anything in here.
It's a good pitch.
Oh, and 2. 1 and 2.
Those aren't bad misses.
Ball is lifted down the line. Way foul. Inside.
He walks him. I think he gets taken out.
Yeah, I mean, it's full count now. 1 out. If you're the batter here, man, you got to stay alive. And that's a high walk there. And now the Hawks have a runner on with 1 out.
They're leaving him in, too.
And, yeah, well, you know, you look at their other 2 games, and this is going to be Rogan Crockett. Ball is lifted into left field, but that should be an easy out. And it is out number 2 on a lazy fly ball. Top of the order, Dominic Leone with an opportunity here. Runner on first, 2 out. Leone swings and misses, strike 1. Down the line, but hooks into the seats, foul, and Leone is quickly in the hole, 0-2. So again, if we lose the feed, we'll be back live on regular Facebook because we are down to the nitty on the battery. 0-2.
Ooh, that's a good call.
Yeah, I mean it's not a strike. You want it, but it's not a strike.
I mean, I'd want it, but at the end of the day, it's not a strike.
It's a good pitch.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This could end it. This will end it. The Viera Hawks are going to walk it off. Viera is going to win it 2-1 on a Dominic Leone. 2 out, two-strike triple, and they'll beat the Deltona Wolves 2-1. And our player of the game is no doubt Blaine Werkheiser.
Yeah, he was nasty all game.
Thank goodness that happened.
I agree. I completely agree with that.
So, Jeremy, thank you. You get out of here, man. I know you got to go do some packing. I'll catch you next week, brother. Yep. Jeremy Frielli, everybody. And Dominic Leone with a walk-off triple. And the Viera Hawks win another one in walk-off fashion as they defeat the Deltona Wolves 2-1 to move the 3-1 on YouTube. You can go to our Facebook page as well. Okay, well you can go to YouTube, Brevard Sports Network. Yep. And so no, I'm good, bro. Yeah, I'm positive, man, because I can just roll that to the elevator. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, man. See you, man. Have a good one. I know you got to get going. So, but Viera, great pitch. Again, it's been the story of the Hawks, really, for about the last year and a half now. Great pitching, bats when needed, but they're going to have to get them bats going. This is, Viera gets a big clutch hit there. 6 hits now in just their last 2 games. But the pitching has been incredible, and it was again tonight as Blaine Werkheiser is undoubtedly our MI card player of the night. So, for Jeremy Frielli, for Caden Bates, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Once again, your final score.